there's a lot of evidence piling up that the Obamas and Valerie Jarrett, his chief advisor, are conspiring to throw Hillary under the bus. On the record, ever since this email scandal erupted, Obama has had only 2 statements, even indirectly defending his former Secretary of State. The first statement began by talking about how important it was to have the government server control all the emails of his cabinet officers, and that he thought this was essential to transparency. Then, later in the statement, he says that Hillary made a great Secretary of State for him, and he was happy that she served. Not any vindication of her at all. In fact, he claimed that he didn't even know that she had a private server until it broke in the newspaper. The press objected and said, "You must have seen it on the emails she sent you." And then his press secretary, Josh Earnest, gave another press conference in which he clarified that Obama had seen that stuff, but hadn't really asked about it and didn't really focus on it. And that's it. Zilch. His former Secretary of State and the nominee of his party in the future is getting savaged in the media, and he doesn't say boo about it, and he's the head of the party and the president who appointed her. Worse than that, Ed Klein, who's written a magnificent book called Blood Feud between the Clintons and the Obamas, something you have to read to understand what's going on now, reports that it was the Obama people who fed that story to the New York Times, and did so deliberately to derail Hillary Clinton. Klein says that Jarrett ordered 6 different reviews by the State Department of activities while Hillary was secretary. Her bank accounts, her flights, people she entertained and flew with, and all kinds of stuff like that. Obviously designed to dig up dirt, designed to hurt her candidacy. Now, the backdrop of all of this is that Klein writes that Jared and Michelle in particular are opposed to Hillary and worry that she's too moderate to continue the initiatives President Obama started. And Obama's silence and lack of support for Hillary at this point certainly begins to underscore that. Now, we don't know who Ed Klein's sources are, but they have to be people close to the Clintons, and knowing Bill Clinton, they probably are at least someone who Bill regularly talks to, who ranted and raved about the Obama administration setting Hillary up. And that breach is widening and becoming more and more public. When it becomes wider and more public, it will accommodate a candidacy by Elizabeth Warren, because more and more the apparatus of the government and the Obama organization will increasingly be placed at her disposal should she run for president. It is not a stable situation that the head of the party and the president basically is dropping dirt on the nominee of the party in the upcoming election, or his wife and chief aide are doing it. Not stable at all. And it indicates that those who think Hillary Clinton has a lock on this nomination aren't following events very closely. Thanks for watching.